has it just begun? Blinded by science, I'm on the run. Worried about the world that we live in. Worried by all this confusion. Has to be an answer. Long time since I did this. Long time. On the porch. You know, I've been in a lot of communities. That's the thing. I mean, that was, like, as I was saying this morning. I gotta be honest. I gotta say who I gotta reestablish. I think that's my cousin Mark. Whoever it is, maybe a Valeni. I remember, sitting on the porch and seeing the white car go by like Valeni. I mean, I'm gonna throw a lot of things into this thing here, because I was in a deep thought. Like I said this morning, whatever I said, just get to know one another. Get to know one another. I think there's things that I see that that make me wonder. They make me wonder about how I have my water. How they're gonna do this. Like I said, all right. When I first started off, I had the degree and all that kind of stuff, and I said this should be a cakewalk. Just going by the things that you learn. When you get that. I mean, anyone who worked in this kind of field or studied, did papers on this, visit outfits that have this kind of thing, I mean, it's universal. I mean, I thought it'd be so simple. I mean, like, take care of communities that need it. I mean, I was just watching, a little while ago, I was watching D.L. Hughley. And some of the things he was talking about. It's like when he was 8 years old, his first experience, with a police officer. Him and his friend were walking, and I don't know, I didn't catch, where it was, where he grew up, where it was. I don't know, and I mean, not that it's going to make a difference. I mean, it'd be nice if I knew, but again, I mean, what difference would it make, to know all that? It's just, he's telling you what happened. Him and his friend were walking, and they were put up against the car, and he said, don't move. And he has a book like How Not to Get Shot and all that. My experience growing up, I don't think I had, a situation like that, He does have a point. He does have a real good point. But like I said, when I first started doing this, there was that round building down there, that round building. I said, we're gonna like a thing. We're gonna expand, and because I was fresh, I was young. I'm like, I have these ideas. I have these ideas that possibly could work. And now, looking back at it in retrospect, just looking at it, I mean, year after year, I would incorporate this in my videos. I would often say all this stuff. What would be a solution to these things? Because a lot of the stuff that he was saying, it's like how police operate in different communities. And I guess we're here, we're here talking about it. And take a little breather. I mean, there's always got to be something higher. I mean, yes, it's good to talk amongst ourselves. That's good. But there's got to be something. There's got to be something that, that can... And I always, to be quite honest, I always found that in the wind. Or like in beautiful, I know it's July, but in beautiful June days. Just like that. It's July. I mean, we didn't even get to any kind of interviews or anything like that. We've been stalled here. We've been waiting on the community. We're waiting on someone to like, hey, We know exactly what to do with you. We know exactly where to put you, and then go from there. Not even much. Not even much. Like I said, I know communities. I know how they're supposed to operate. My ideas, my suggestions were to start off grassroots. This morning I shared a video from The View. The girl there who beat the older guy, in that district there, and Sonny Houston, and then they were talking about the miraculous win, like how surprised. It was in Brooklyn, the start of something. We all know that there is a little problem. We have to admit that there is a little problem with messaging. There is a little problem with how things are going on. And as D.L. Hughley pointed out, I mean, this has been going on for years and years and years. And again, my only thought, my only suggestion was to just focus in. And I guess it's not getting any kind of attention. And I don't think it will. It's just the way it is. The way the map, the way it's set up, it's just going to go back. It's going to go back. It's a power struggle. And, we've seen a lot of incidents this week. Like a 91-year-old granddad walking down the street. He bumped into somebody. Got beaten with a brick. A brick. And the girl was like 31 years old. I mean, could you imagine being in that situation? Imagine you were that girl. What happened? All right, maybe we don't know the whole story. Maybe he's sarcastic. Maybe he said something to her. Again, it's all speculation. But how do you get in that situation? Isn't there like conscientious or something? Say, I can't be doing something like this. It's just not right. How do we escalate? How do we get to that point? And the same thing, with the flag or somebody's wearing what they have on. Yes, there's this thing. It comes from the top. But we have to have some kind of message. Some kind of message. And I know there's discrepancy about the flag and about America, what it's supposed to be. And we know, I'm doing this show from the events that happen. We know. It's supposed to be shared. It's a shared thing. And again, what I brought to the table here. The wind is talking to me. The wind. It's July 11th. 7-Eleven. And by the way, this new appointee or whatever, he's going to go up for a vote. The Brett Kavanaugh. He went on his first date with the wife he's with. Oh. Now that's bad. Nationwide. That's it, man. That's freedom, man. Look at this guy, man. Why can't we just look at this? Beautiful, man. He's on the road. This is America, man. Maybe go up Jack's. Get some nice burgers and fried onions. Okay, I say burgers. Alright. Maybe they have vegan. Maybe they have vegan. All this. There's the old lawn place. Fertilization. Like I said, they had trees. They cut down the trees. Some people left their trees, but mostly they took down the trees. It was an option. Anyways, so he went on his first date on September 10th, 2011. The family is with now. And, he came to work at the Pentagon or wherever, in Washington, sorry about that. I came to work in Washington, and that happened. I mean, those buildings, been in so many movies. The 9/11. 9/11. Shocking. I don't even think people have realized what happened that day. It was shocking. Oh, the phone. It's probably for me too. But we're out here enjoying the community. about this thing. Where I did say probably in June, because it's just time is just traveling by so fast. I did say, like, chicken in every pot, car in every garage, parks, swimming pools, the love, the unity, love, unconditional, all that kind of stuff. Where is it going? But again, getting back to the point here, it is true. It is true. We'll get to it. I guess we're just testing it out, see if we get any kind of reaction. Again, there's some people I like to sit down and have coffee with, or one of those fancy Dunkin' Donuts things that they have on American Idol. I mean, that they never take a sip of, like these orange drinks. They all have them there. I mean, once in a while I look over there. It doesn't really move the needle with me. I mean, I don't know. Seen some acts there, and it's just, I don't know. It just seems like it's scripted. Oh, it's great. Oh, it's great. Oh, America, oh, you're great. It's just like, on TV, everything is wonderful. Everything is perfect. We come out here like, what's going on? Can't we all love one another? See you tomorrow on the Big West Fun Radio. Ciao.